Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be doing lowering springs all the way around on this Genesis G70. They are H&R lowering springs for this vehicle. So just follow along. So go ahead and jack your car up. I have some stands because I am going to use the jack for a portion of this. This gentleman has some aftermarket wheels, which are super nice, right? He has the red Brembo brakes also, which looks really nice on this white car. So first thing, you're going to remove your tire. And then these are the rear coils that we're going to remove right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove this cover, which has four 10mm bolts that come up through the bottom right here that you're going to remove. We're going to go ahead and remove the bolt for the your shock on the left hand side over here, right? And then your lower for your lower control arm, you're going to remove that bolt as well. And then I'll show you guys how to do this, but it's super simple. We're also going to remove this bracket. It's just a 13mm, right? And this connects some of these connectors so that there's they don't get tugged on or pulled on. But that is pretty much it. Just those bolts. I know there's a lot of stuff here that are going to be in the way, but like I mentioned, it's just those two bolts, this bolt right here that connects it to the subframe right there. And honestly, you're only going to need 17, 19, a 13, and then the 10mm, and then some wrenches for the 19 to be able to hold on to some of these things. A pry bar also helps, and then your jack. You're going to need your jack as well. So like I said, just follow along. So like I mentioned, this plastic bracket just is a cover, right? And it just has four of these 10mm bolts that you can get out. So that way we can put our jack underneath to hold everything in place while we disconnect things. So like I mentioned, there's just this 17mm nut that we get out, and then because this is all still under tension, right, you won't be able to pull the bolt out like just with your hands. And yeah, you can hit it with a hammer right on this end so that you can get it out. But there's a cool little trick. If I'll show you guys here. So you you act like you're gonna take the bolt out, right? And then it starts to walk out, right? And then once you get to a certain point, you put your wrench, you can see it right there, and then pull against it so that it comes out. And then it comes out. But like I said, that's a little trick. So this is what I was referencing. As I was releasing it, I had the wrench pulling away from the little wishbone that it was connected to, and as you spin it, it starts walking itself back out. Instead of trying to like pull on it, hitting it with a hammer, you can damage the threads if you just hammer it out. So okay, that's one bolt. Okay, now we're just going to remove that 13. It's just a little tiny screw to get this bracket out of here, and then disconnect the connectors. Just push and release, and then push and release, and then move it, feed it out of the way. and this is where I tucked it. I'm gonna tuck it right here so that it doesn't go anywhere. And then, like I said, just the just a 13 millimeter. I do have my jack right now, so just gently putting some pressure on the lower control arm where the spring sits, right? Just so that when we go ahead and remove the shock and the lower bolt for this control arm, it doesn't, you're not fighting that downward pressure that the spring is doing. So now it's just a 19 millimeter for those two bolts. Here, I'll show you guys what I was referencing earlier. It's a little bit better to see. Right, there you go. So that's the one for the lower control arm that holds the spring in place. And then the same process it's going to be for the one for the shock. Okay, so now with those two bolts removed, the one on the other side, right? So now the only thing holding this little lower control arm that houses the spring is the tension on it. So we're slowly going to release our jack. Right, all the way. And now it's just a matter of shimmying, moving to get the spring out from here, because there is no more tension on it, right? That you have to get this out. So to make my life a little bit easier, I'm just going to go ahead and remove this bolt right here that connects to the subframe over there, because I believe you won't be able to get this out, or you might be able to get it out the other. Let me try it, and then I'll let you guys. Nope, you didn't have to remove this. You just lower this down enough so that you can slide it from the bottom. Pay close attention to how the coil sits, right? So mine sat like this, right? And then up at the top, the rubber stop, right, is facing that way towards the inside of the car when you go to install it. So, but that's it. It's that simple. Honestly, it's just these two bolts, the bolt on the other side, the cover, right, and then you'll be able to install your lowering springs on this G70. There's going to be another part because I'm going to do the front as well. So just, follow along for that. Watch out for that video coming out. Excuse me. And as always, till next time, guys. Thank you.